Tes 1 2 3, tes 1 2 3. Ya. Halo lagi semuanya, selamat datang di channel NPC Network, masih bareng gua Ray di sini. Buat teman-teman yang baru aja datang dan belum kenal ya. Selamat datang dan salam kenal, tentunya aku adalah Ray, salah satu host dari podcast Numpang Lewat, podcast PNS ya, podcast ngopi susu, ngobrolin film suka-suka, dan podcast pemuja plastik. Ini adalah podcast yang di manage ya bilangnya, atau didukung oleh NPC Network. Dan ya, NPC Network punya konten YouTube. Aku lagi iseng-iseng mau bikin konten YouTube nih dalam topik main Batman ya. Jadi NPC SBB Sahur Bareng Batman gitu. Jadi untuk menemani sahur kalian ya, mendekati hari-hari terakhir sahur ya, atau beribadah puasa ya, sebentar lagi selesai. Yuk kita tetap semangat, sahurnya gak boleh sampai terlambat. Dan seperti biasa ya, sebelum kita main Batman-nya sambil sahur, kita roll dulu intronya.
Powered by NPC Network.
Ya, seperti biasa ya, kalau konten sahur aku masih ngantuk-ngantuk gitu, jadi kayak intronya ini aku main Batman lagi, si Enemy Within ya, atau Batman Telltale Series season kedua gitu. Tapi aku mau main lagi dari awal episode 1 dengan menggunakan beberapa alternatif pilihan gitu. Pilihan-pilihan yang berbeda dibanding apa yang aku udah pernah kerjakan di 5 episode sebelumnya ya gitu. Bukan 5 episode, maksudnya 5 tayangan sebelumnya di konten YouTube ini. Ada yang pilihannya sifatnya mayor ya, major atau besar gitu. Ada juga yang pilihannya ya kecil-kecil perintilan aja gitu. Karena menurutku kalau yang season 2 ini tuh lebih seru untuk diulas dan dikulik gitu. Karena ceritanya tuh jadi beda banget outcome-nya kalau misalkan kita pilih-pilih apa sih bilangnya, pilih-pilih pilihannya benar-benar dibedain gitu. Mungkin teman-teman ada yang nonton konten ini tuh jauh banget ya, 4 tahun yang lalu, soalnya game ini terbitan tahun 2017 gitu. Tahun 2017 tapi tamatnya kayaknya di 2018 sih, soalnya keluarin episodenya nih si Telltale Games ya, gak langsung sekali 5 gitu. Jadi dia satu, terus beberapa bulan setelahnya baru keluar, beberapa bulan setelahnya baru keluar, dan seterusnya. Yang paling heboh tuh di episode 5 gitu. Di episode 5-nya Jokernya tuh bisa jadi berbeda gitu. Kalau di yang kemarin ya, Jokernya jadi villain. Aku mau bikin Jokernya kali ini di 5 episode sekarang ya, jadi vigilante. Wah, seperti apa keseruannya? Yuk kita mulai ya dari episode 1 ini. Kita play classic edition lagi nih. Ini continue your story dan recreate aja nih. Who did you save? Ya, Selina lah pasti. Did you spend the night with Selina? Of course. When Gotham was under attack, who did you chase down? The Penguin. When John Doe incited a riot in Arkham Asylum, how did you react? Intervene. Did you owe John Doe a favor? Yes. How did you and Selina Kyle part ways as friends ya? When Lady Arkham reveal identity atau tidak? Tidak. Lady Arkham ini as Batman gitu. Terus ini oke. Salam Bang Ray. Ya, terima kasih Kak Iskandar Zulkarnain. Ini adalah salah satu pendengar setia podcast Numpang Lewat ya. Sorry banget ya, ini timingnya belum pas nih untuk rilis episode terbaru. Tapi sebenarnya episodenya udah siap tayang sih. Jadi ya kita tinggal pencet aja di ininya. Mudah-mudahan segera ya. Mohon bersabar, ini ujian. Pokoknya episode yang kali ini kocak banget sih. Ini aku suka banget. Ini episode spesial lah, itu bisa ngakak terguling-guling gitu deh. Amin ya, silakan ditunggu. Sambil nunggu kita main ini dulu yuk, si Batman The Enigma nih. Kita berantem lagi lawan Riddler. Tapi kita pakai pendekatan yang berbeda. Asik. Kita blue lagi aja. By the way, kalau di Jakarta sahurnya sampai jam 4-an, jangan sampai telat ya. Tapi kalau di tempatnya Kak Iskandar Zulkarnain Udah dong, sahur berarti dong.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me.
Lupa digedein layarnya bentar. Sat. Iya.
Their legacy.
Setia menunggu. Iya.
Until I learned
Asik.
the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a
Kemarin tuh lucu ya, heboh ya. Soal TV lokal.
And everything I thought
Interview cast-nya Ultraman Max dan Ultraman Jet. Ada beberapa fansnya yang kayak ini ya. Wah, gimana sih interviewernya, hostnya gitu.
I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with
Iya, gimana tuh pendapat Kak Iskan dan Zulkan? Menurutku kayak apa ya, kalau itu bagian dari pekerjaannya terus lagi ribet gitu ya. Ada titipan informasi dari atasan gitu. Repot sih liatin handphone, dengerin orang jawab, respon pertanyaan gitu. Iya gitu, kayak putus.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the nights could win,
Waduh,
everyone
thank you
would
banget
be
loh.
happy.
Thank you banget kalau hostnya kita. Tapi kalau hostnya aku ya, bukan Aquam ya tapi ya, kalau hostnya aku ya, aku takut lepas kendali aja sih. Terlalu fanboying gitu nanti. Kayak Kapten Hebikura gini-gini, bukan sebut nama orangnya gitu, salah sebut nanti, salah fokus. Biasalah ya, kita semua masih anak kecil. Umur itu hanyalah angka.
If a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think,
Ini kita sambil main cepet aja ya.
Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
I never forget who I am. Asik.
I don't. I never forget what drives me. Protecting the innocent from people like Mori. That stays the same no matter what mask I wear.
Don't I know?
Tapi
Masks are hard to maintain.
menurutku
If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find
apa ya?
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found
Sebenarnya
nothing.
kalau host ini
that
sih,
he's doing
kalau
house
host
deals in
konten-konten yang
They
sudah
happen on
ada
the casino
fans
floor.
beratnya ya,
I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
itu tuh ekspektasi penonton dan pendengar dari konten tersebut tuh jadi susah dan berat sih.
A man
Ya
like
nggak, setuju
Mori
nggak?
counts more enemies
Karena-
than friends.
I wonder why that is.
Karena kalau apa namanya,
Well, looks like roulette
fans
is
fanatik
Achilles'
berat
heel.
gitu ya.
He has a reputation for being
Dari
lucky.
segi informasi dan lain sebagainya, dia udah bisa cari tahu duluan di internet dan lain sebagainya gitu kan.
He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't
Terus
he?
Made a
kalau
fortune
misalkan
running
ada
guns
host
during
yang
the
katakanlah ya,
diversified into
dia
biotech shortly
tidak
after.
fokus di situ,
From
tapi
what
harus
I
punya general
understand,
knowledge
he's
gitu.
not
Jadi
one
kan
for pinching pennies.
menggali dan interest terhadap apa sih pembicaraan lawan bicaranya belum tentu seini sih,
Consumer model.
senikmat itu gitu. Jadi kayak antusiasmenya beda aja gitu. Kita bisa expect apa kalau ternyata memang bener kejadiannya kemarin karena nggak fokus ya si hostnya.
Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Kurang menggali kayaknya bang.
Encrypting your
Iya
signal.
karena
Last thing we want is for him to
kurang
know
antusias
you're
gak
here.
sih? Susah gitu.
We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Bisa jadi kan pada saat pertanyaan kayak harus ada titipan. Bisa nggak nih interview ini menunjukkan bahwa si TV ini
It's only a matter of time before he gets
akan
too
segera
sharp.
menayangkan tayangan yang akan hadir gitu. Jadi harus kayak sedikit-sedikit mengiklankan gitu, titipan-titipan dari atasannya mungkin ya.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering,
Kita sambil bahas
what's
si Batman ya.
Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos,
Ini jahat sih ya kalau pilihan yang
someplace
ini
where
ya.
only high rollers go.
Ini kita ini coba.
I'm looking for something different. New thrills.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. And it's a good thing I'm here.
Waduh, ini
You?
kita digodain, men.
What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Pistol.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce.
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
Hello?
Him. You'd better gear
You can't just blow me off.
Stay close and keep your head down.
Respon orang di
Excuse
Twitter
me?
juga greget gitu ya
Bullets are
ngelihatnya.
about to fly.
Udah gitu hebat lagi, ada yang
Oke.
dapat screenshotannya tuh pas
No one
si itu
threatens
ya
me
lagi
in my
ngomong,
own
mereka
casino.
berduanya lagi
Security!
ngelihat
Sir, it's
ke
time to
arah yang
leave.
berbeda gitu.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
Jadi ya,
I don't give a crap. Let's go.
ya gitu deh.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead? Now, let's get started.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
Hoki banget ya, masih sempet keluar kamar, keluar ruangan.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves!
Ayo sini gelut. Set.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Cuman ngomong jujur ya, kalau misalkan dikasih kesempatan jadi host sih pengen-pengen aja, dan dibayar pun nggak usah, nggak apa-apa. Asal mention numpang lewat gitu sama NPC Network, udah kelewat seneng sih aku.
Knocking him out like that. How did you do that? I had a different impression of you from TV. You never seemed that capable.
Why don't you just keep that to yourself? Every man needs a little mystery, don't you think?
Si
After all, I have the image of a dissolute playboy to maintain.
Your secret's safe with me. Thank you.
Tapi menurut Kak Iskandar gimana nih?
On the line. Scrambling audio.
Kayaknya
Gordon,
berkat adanya YouTube Premiere ya. Amin. Amin, semoga sampai. Aku lanjut ya pertanyaan aku ya ke Kak Iskandar.
multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino.
Kalau aku sih kan suka nontonin si
A madman
Ultraman
in a
di
mask.
YouTube-nya ya, Subuh Raya tuh.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Tiap kali premiere di
He hasn't been seen in
channelnya
years.
mereka jam 7
Well,
lewat
he's putting on
29
quite a
menit,
show.
28 menit atau 7.58 gitu. Beberapa kontennya lah. Orang-orangnya kita tuh paling ini ya. Orang-orang Indonesia tuh paling
Be ready for a
antusias
fight.
gitu. Pasti bersuara gitu. Padahal kayak masih waiting gitu. Jadi kayak sehari sebelum tayangannya muncul kan keluar thumbnailnya di YouTube, tapi udah bisa mulai chatting kan. Oh tuh orang kita tuh suka gitu. Kenapa ya? Bingung aku.
Please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes.
Kebiasaannya orang-orang kita gitu ya.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
Apa namanya, antusiasmenya
There's only
tinggi
one way
gitu.
you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were
Dan
you.
aku mikir ini sih,
Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
kita bicara soal statistik.
Without
Waduh,
fingers,
statistik.
I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
AM time itu.
That drone fully functional.
Atau clock ya. Soalnya kan ada itunya, without arm
I'll
I
need a
strike.
place to drop
The
in
clock
without being
strike
noticed.
gitu kan. Oke, lanjut lagi
for some
ke
recon.
pernyataan aku tadi ya.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that scratches at the
Kita bicara soal angka. Kemarin live streamingnya tuh lumayan loh.
Seem like he's
Itu kan
getting down to
penontonnya
the biggest of
1.500
the
ya.
riddle.
This Riddler certainly.
Dan katanya ada yang dari luar negeri gitu. Tapi seluar negerinya
Riddler.
A terror from the past.
berapa sih
Never
gitu?
thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to
Taruhlah
be taken lightly.
penonton luar negeri 30%.
Riddler's taken
30% dari 1.500 berapa? 450-an kan?
They're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy.
Tetap aja berarti kan orang Indonesianya 1000-an lebih gitu.
Don't think
Jadi fans tokusatsu di
I will get bored.
Indonesia
That.
Cashier's booth. That'll do.
angka kasarnya 1050 dari live yang kemarin gitu. Pasarnya jelas bang di Indonesia. Iya, mantap itu.
Audio playback fully functional.
1000
Time for a distraction.
dan itu bisa jadi ini sih. Mungkin menurut Suburaya itu peluang bisnis yang bagus ya, 1000 fans Indonesia gitu.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer.
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen, and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables. How should I deploy when we're inside? I'm relying on your eyes and ears.
Kita ini ya,
What's the best course of action?
kemarin kan hit them with tear gas, asik.
Gear up. Make a frontal assault. Try and draw their fire away from me.
You got it. You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Ini smoke sign. Ini roulette wheel. Dia kayak Captain America.
Batman!
Padahal ini DC ya, salah
I'm a little
universe,
busy right now, but I'll see if I can
salah
fix you in.
franchise juga.
Not him, the hostage.
Salah
Shoot
komik.
the hostage.
Tapi habis mirip sih. Ininya dulu lah, hostage dulu, selamatin dong. EQ, klik kanan. Wait.
Hiya, Bats. The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open. With pleasure.
Emangnya kepala saya telur dipecahin. Gimana lawakannya? Belum sekelas Aquam ya. Oi. Ini kita coba pakai grapple ya. Tie him down. Encok tuh itu.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city.
You don't know me, Riddler.
Tapi si TV
You
itu
have no
kita nggak usah sebut
idea
merek
what
dan
you're
udah
up
tau lah ya.
against.
You must think you're so
Menurutku
special.
hebat loh.
You're not the first hero I've put down.
Gak tahu ya bayar berapa dapat lisensi tayangin di TV
You're
lokal,
supposedly the world's
tayangin di
greatest
channel YouTube-nya
detective.
dia gitu.
Yet here you are,
Dap
completely at my
Indonesia
mercy.
kan?
I don't see
Gordon,
much evidence
now.
of that.
Kamu penasaran deh,
Kidding.
mereka bisa kayak deal-dealan
You're
kayak
not smart enough.
YouTube-nya si Suburaya.
me show you.
ada recommended
How was
channelnya
Back in the
di
day.
channel TV Indonesia kita gitu. Jadi kayak bilang official partner kalau dubbing Indonesia di sini nih gitu carinya. Dan soal iklan AdSense gitu tuh ya ujung-ujungnya bisnis sih ya, ujung-ujungnya uang.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war. Why wouldn't you just let him die?
You thought that stunt with Maury would cover your escape. I wanted to show you I could save him and still catch you.
Yeah.
I don't have to compromise.
You haven't caught me yet. Nothing I've seen so far suggests you will.
Woi. Kemarin kan body slam, kita roundhouse kan. Iya, asik.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Oi, oi, oi.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After all, we're here to help.
Tapi dari Surayanya juga agresif ya. Ekspansi network kayaknya ya. PR mereka tuh ekspansi network. Mereka tuh kayak punya apa sih? Step-step yang lebih jelas aja gitu. Kita mau ngapain sih tahun ini dan lain sebagainya.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The back computer will be able to analyze further.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Beda ya bang sama sebelah.
Sky jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
Kalau sebelah kayaknya
Riddler's right hand in custody.
mungkin mereka
Bad
pikir
result, all
animasinya mereka tuh udah lebih kenceng gitu, toy animation. Sebut
Riddler
merek.
used to leave clues at all his crime scenes.
Gak apa-apa.
Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
He was smart enough to slip through our fingers.
Yeah, and leave a bloody mess in his wake. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Tapi kalau yang sebelah tuh jago sih menurutku ya.
Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourself.
Franchise-nya kan ada yang 50 tahun sama ada yang 45 tahun. Jadi jalan paralel dia bisa kerjain dua gitu.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone.
Sedangkan si Subu kayaknya fokus di tokusatsunya ya kita ngomongin ya.
You're the legendary Batman.
Fokus di
I've heard a great
satu
deal about you. So much so I don't know if I should believe the hype.
55 tahun.
I haven't had the pleasure of an introduction, Miss.
A pleasure, huh? Most people don't usually call it that.
This is
Tapi
Amanda
si
Waller.
Suburaya animasinya juga oke sih sekarang ya. Ya walaupun dia partneran ya sama Trigger Animation Studios. SSS Dana Zenon Kak Iskandar nonton nggak? Wow.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do.
Lanjutannya Gridman.
World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
Sounds like the expertise we need.
Keep that attitude and we'll get along just fine. We're not always welcomed with open arms. Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot.
Seems that way to me. We should work together to bring Riddler in.
Don't be too hasty, Batman. The agency has a rep for being ruthless.
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. What was that charge of the Light Brigade crap with the riot shields? Good cops got hurt because of it. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim.
Kalau si Toei ya, fokusnya sekarang di ininya nggak sih? Konten premiumnya mereka, konten premium. Yang TTFC itu ya. Toei Tokusatsu Fans Club. Layanan berbayar websitenya mereka bisa akses konten Tokusatsu secara streaming gitu. Keren banget tuh terobosan mereka tuh. Dua rider terpopuler di Jepang, Ghost sama Saber mau dikolepin. Gokil nggak tuh? Takeru ketemu Toei apa Toma aku Toei. Takeru X Toma. Wah. Heroinnya ada Miyokudo dipanggil. Udah jadi kanon. Jadi Sayo. Kayaknya ini jadi orang lain lagi nih di sini nih.
If you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Udah gitu, mereka nggak malu-malu lagi. Di trailernya pasang aja, nih, Saber formnya Ghost. Wah.
Thanks.
Segera datang ya di toko online pajangan kalian gitu.
I'm Gotham born and raised, you know.
Aduh.
My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger. The chaos. The energy. You can't keep away, can you?
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
Tapi menurutku,
I think I know you a
gimana nih
little bit
menurut
now.
Kak Iskandar? Kalau di trailer ada form baru ya? Iya, nih pertanyaan
I'll
aku
be in
nih.
touch.
Kalau di trailer ada form baru
Batman,
ya,
before you go,
tapi seandainya
Gotham's your
form
city.
tersebut
I
gak
respect
dimunculin di trailer,
but you should know.
pas
I
kita
don't have
tonton
to
tayangannya,
I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for
kalau
now.
Toei itu memberikan ini
You
gak sih?
better share everything you
Momen-momen
find.
kita gitu,
Or
momen-momen kaget
This
gak?
courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't.
Kalau aku udah enggak loh gitu.
You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
Kayak maksudnya,
Full disclosure, Riddler left me this puzzle.
ya udah
What is
gitu.
it?
I don't know yet. He said I had to solve it or people would get hurt.
Then you best get on it.
Form baru itu
Let's keep
pasti
being
terjadi
honest,
dan ya pasti buat jualan. Beda sama si Subu ya. Yang Ultraman tuh ada satu momen aku nonton ini series mininya mereka, Ultra Galaxy Flight Absolute Konspirasi ya. Ada satu Ultraman berubah jadi form terbarunya, itu nggak ada trailernya sama sekali. Datang di detik-detik terakhir, tiba-tiba di cut ending, itu sih aku kaget gitu. Wah, dia berubah jadi ini men gitu. Tapi 10 detik kemudian kepikiran, ini mah keluar juga nih pajangannya gitu. Tapi prioritasnya tuh gitu. Aku kaget, seneng dulu, baru ini kayaknya mau jualan gitu. Kalau Toei, ini kayaknya mau jualan, segini doang
I've
gitu.
taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Gimana tuh?
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Wajar sih mereka butuh jualan. Kita jazz.
I need something cool.
Soalnya kalau jualan itu biasanya utusan atasan.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Jadi mereka pasti kayak, ayo
Let's get
bisa
to
ya
work.
jualan ya gitu. Kita di sini nggak usah berlama-lama ya kalau di yang adegan-adegan ini nih.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that. It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass.
Kalau
Working
ada
always helps.
pertanyaan ya, ngelihat bisnis Toei sama Subu, mereka jual sahamnya mereka, mau beli yang mana? Menarik ya tuh pertanyaannya.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military
Aku sih bakal beli
leaders,
sahamnya
intelligence
Subu ya.
experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Well, Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job, I mean.
Well, things won't be easy with a bunch of spies nearby. They're well-equipped spies, too.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to talk to Lucius about upgrades. Try and level the playing field. Yes, Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Hola bang, halo juga Kak Ian, selamat datang, selamat pagi juga. Sudah sahur? Asik.
Let me upload the rest of this to the codex.
Asik nih, penontonnya ada
The
dua
agency
nih.
realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peñadoro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Nah, kalau ada kalian seru nih, bisa sambil bahas Gundam juga nih. Gundam juga orientasinya bisnis ya sekarang. Jualan plastik.
Never forget.
Iya kan. Paling gemes aku lihat itu sih. SD World Heroes ya. Rakitannya gitu kayak
Needle.
Gak detail gitu warnanya.
A record needle.
Kayak wah ini kalau kita beli nih ya si SD.
Means you got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain.
Harus beli catnya juga banyak gitu buat kita detailin.
But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually going to be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter, working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany. be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to
Si
expect.
Lucius tetap mati di Afterlife ini, Bang. Iya, kalau itu gak bisa diubah
I just
takdirnya.
talked to the board, and our stock
Karena
price
itu
has
jadi
doubled since you took the
salah
company back
satu
from
ini ya,
Oswald Cobblepot.
tulang punggung
Because that's
ceritanya
right,
gitu.
piece about it.
Fondasi.
I'd love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case?
Ih, kepo.
Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Why, Regina? You're prying.
Sedih ya.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep. Forget I asked. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great. You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop,
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
this is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Like, someone who needs another 4 hours of sleep?
That's because you work too hard.
Oh, that's rich. Coming from a man who pretty much lives in his lab. Interesting.
Don't.
Too late. Already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? That's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
I'll let him tell you himself, but, he hasn't been doing so great since the kidnapping last year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, every now and then his, hands start shaking. I'd like him to see a therapist, but you know Alfred.
Well, maybe I can convince him. Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her. She's family, after all.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
Okay. Then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office.
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's Behavioral Analysis Unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Please, come in. Make yourselves at home. Can I get my assistant to get you anything? Coffee, water, donuts?
Don't worry. This won't take long. This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
Belum gratisan namanya udah diambil bang. Udah dong. Tapi belum aku upgrade.
So happy.
Buat bisa jadi bahasan di hari Minggu.
I don't know how you still
Yang penting udah masuk ke ini aja ya, udah masuk ke storage ya.
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city.
Penelope sama si Ganda.
Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that. What's that all about?
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out from under it.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Anything I can help with?
See, I told you he'd be cooperative. Agent Blake thought you'd be cagey, defensive, based on your history. Guess he was wrong.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, You've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They're not attracted to me any more than the average citizen. We live in one of the most dangerous cities in the world, right? Stands to reason I'd run into a few psychos.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something?
Should we be?
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea.
Ya.
That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
Sedih deh.
We'll pick this up another time.
Selamat jalan, Lucius.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us. I might still be able to disable it, but...
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius! Oh my God, Lucius! No!
Aduh.
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion
The
rocks Wayne
GCPD is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast.
Bang, lu udah nonton Jupiter Legacy belum di Netflix? Belum. Katanya seru banget ya. Lagi banyak tontonan ya sekarang ya. Bingung nih. Tapi thank you loh kalau rekomendasiin Jupiter ya. Ngomong-ngomong soal Netflix, asik.
You don't have to worry, Lucius.
Rurouni Kenshin mau masuk ya di Netflix ya, yang The Final ya.
I'm gonna take care of your
Gokil
family.
nggak tuh? Kaget tuh, itu gocekan terhebat tanggal 7 Mei
Just like
2021
Lucius took
tuh.
care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing, but this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about revenge. Riddler is a threat to Gotham, and that's why he has to be stopped.
Masa sih bang? Iya.
As long as he is stopped.
Kemarin di Twitternya si Netflix ID ya.
Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back.
Ada tulisannya segera tayang
I can't
gitu.
imagine how devastated she must
Aku
be.
sih nebak-nebak ya.
To lose her father in
Mungkin
such a violent
akhir
way.
bulan Mei. Karena di Jepang kan 2-3 April tuh. Logikanya ya sebulan setelah lah ya gitu.
Yes. She can use all the support she
Secepat-cepatnya
can
2-3 Mei. Tapi mungkin lebih sih. Cuman
Hey, Tiffany.
Netflix yang aku lagi tungguin si Ultraman season 2.
Still can't believe he's gone. None of this.
Jupiter kayaknya kalau abis nonton pengen bahas deh aku di PNS asik. Kita ketawa-ketawa bareng lagi.
Your dad was
Aduh.
like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all.
Netflix aku kayak lagi mau nonton itu dulu, Demon Slayer dulu.
Thanks, Bruce.
Belum nonton dari
I
dulu loh.
appreciate it.
Soalnya kemarin aku nonton yang lain, aku nonton itu. Hidden Dungeon I Can Only Enter. Wah itu
Mom used to complain my little brother
suka
was
banget deh
growing up
aku
without
deh.
a dad.
Fan service-nya banyak, seger jadinya.
Now I guess it's true.
Aduh.
He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man.
Jupiter Legacy itu yang lagi ada beamnya bukan sih?
I hope it was worth it.
Yang pakai otakmu ting gitu. Iya nggak sih? Itu bukannya atau yang lain itu? Ntar aku cek lagi.
Sorry.
Takut salah informasi aku.
Blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me. For my own sanity.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce? What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? Yeah, for that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, whoa. What the heck?
Seriously, Bruce? This guy's with you.
I'm so sorry. I will handle this.
Kasar ya.
Jeez, Bruce, that's quite a grip. Gonna leave a bruise for sure.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you?
Iya, John,
I
iya.
know, you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
Ability to be exactly who you needed at so many points in your lives.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. Maybe you will meet them for me, won't you? Please, I've
By the way,
got
di
a lot
PNS, si
writing on
Uta
this.
kemana sih? Wah, dia
I
lagi
already told them
sibuk
you would.
banget.
Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your
Jadi belum
friends,
sempet
John.
rekaman deh.
Just say
Kita
when.
usahakan yang terbaik bisa rekaman
So
lagi ya.
hoping you'd say that.
Soalnya fansnya gitu tuh.
Going to have
No Uta, no
so
parte
much
gitu.
fun.
Di Twitter PNS.
I knew this would work out. This here between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Gak sopan lah ya.
Away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no.
Mohon dinantikan lah ya kehadiran comebacknya Uta, asik comeback.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail. Enjoying the view?
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up. What happens? Someone bombs his company.
Bruce Wayne picked himself up once. He could do it again.
He certainly showed us that much, didn't he? You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
Yang ini ya kalau nggak
Looks
salah.
like gang activities heating up along 43rd.
Yang mana ya?
I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. With nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
Yang ini nih berarti.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. I heard you got all buddy-buddy with her after I was out of earshot. Told her about that puzzle you got from Riddler. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. So stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor.
Notify Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
Kalau di sini nggak banyak yang berubah sih. Yang di sini ya. Nanti abis ini nih baru perubahannya banyak. Ntar kita mainin.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation. Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn. Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Thane, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you. Give me a good, honest crack house any day. Oh, God.
Ini yang kayak waktu itu lagi ya.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock. Or a sudden jolt.
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Ring light ya, bukan deh.
That's an agency issue pistol. That's a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him. More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
Berarti putarnya ke kiri lah, kan
It's still
bukan
warm.
right.
There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
Iya betul.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out. Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
I talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll kill each other. I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here. If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though. You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Kenapa nih? Webcam aku bentar. Sebentar ya. Ya, aman. Pertama masuk sini.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Don't worry, Jim. I'm not going to lose this game.
I'm not so sure. But if you say a thing, you usually do it.
Asik, percaya diri. Yuk, kita mulai.
Heat's rising, Batman.
I can almost make out a message.
Hurry the hell up.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Yang ini ya.
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maurice.
Tes.
That's enough.
We'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Stopping you is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
We'll see. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything. Even the things you'd rather not.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see where the man who doesn't compromise actually draws his lines. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
Kacau nih. Perusak hubungan orang nih, si Riddler. Memang minta ditonjok.
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Whatever you do, this has to stay between us.
Oh, does it? Because I, what, just happened to stumble into it? I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. If you really think it's important this stays between us, then I won't say a word.
Yoi, loyal banget ya.
Batman.
Thank you banget.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Iyalah. Kehilangan teman gitu. Ya ampun, diliatin bonekanya coba.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react.
You're right. Jim's a fine detective. It's no surprise he's getting close to the truth.
We'll have to be on our guard. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes. But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Kita larang dia ya. Ini biar beda.
Actually, Al, I'm gonna do this part on my own. Why don't you get us some tea while we work?
Well, if you insist, Bruce.
Ya, daripada dia makin trauma ya, jangan dong, kasihan. Entah makin kejang-kejang dia.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
All right. Now we just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Ini kayak ini nih, ngedit podcast nih.
Batman?
No, that's not it.
Format
The two sounds have to be the same.
Format filenya
Tiffany.
WAV.
Tiffany.
That's a match.
Tower. Bruce. Riddler.
No connection there. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Yang mana ya?
Bruce.
Ini bener kok.
Bruce.
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked on the Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work.
Udah lewat jam sahur ya ternyata ya. Udah pada selesai kan sahurnya kan?
Not a theory I really want to test.
Semoga cukup ya nutrisi dan cairan
So we
tubuhnya.
had better find Riddler first.
Biar kegiatannya hari
There
ini
is always
lancar-lancar
Riddler
aja,
second in
amin.
command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack.
Nah ini
on
nih
the
aku mau
casino.
bedain nih. Ini
None of
kalau
the authorities have
waktu itu
gotten
aku
anything out of
ke
him yet.
Rumimori. Yang sekarang aku mau ke Eli Nabel, asik.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Mori, huh? John thinks that Mori can get us Riddler's location.
Do you believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Mori's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Mori, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Yuk kita ke Eli Nabel. Sudah siap? Siap dong.
I'll talk to Eli. It'll be nice to catch up. Tell Waller I'm on my way.
Mohon maaf ya Gordon ya. Tapi demi kebaikan dan kepentingan bersama nih, kita harus interogasi nih si Eli Nabel. Pasti GCPD pada kaget nih. Wah, ada Batman datang gitu. Asik, stretching dulu ya. Biar greget.
Oh, Batman. Gordon's in briefing the deputy ops. I'm sure I'd want to know you were here. Waller's agency people commandeered the whole precinct. Pretty much moved in. They give you any trouble, I'll straighten them out. Running around like they own the place. They got no respect for the way we do things.
You have Eli Nabel in custody. Take me to him.
Nabel's my prisoner, not hers.
Ooh.
Says who?
4 of my agents went missing, including Agent Avesta. I don't have time for a pissing contest.
Your agents are missing?
We believe Riddler took them. If the body you found in his workshop is anything to go by, we don't have much time.
Sabar, jangan
Riddler
panik.
warned us the last time we nearly caught him in Sudan. Said he'd hit back if we got too close.
Sounds like you need my help.
If it gets my people back, then sure. Riddler's lieutenant hasn't given us a damn thing. I'm hoping you'll have better luck making him talk.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Pasti dong.
Come on then.
Kita
Just
tarik
remember, the
informasi
commissioner
dari
likes things
perutnya.
by the
Asik.
book.
Gordon told me you talked to Riddler in the workshop. You say anything I should know?
Riddler said he had a history with the agency. Claims your people broke him. Made him insane.
That maniac was insane long before he came on my radar.
He implied it was before your time.
He can tell me all about it after Nabel gives him up. You know, I saw what you did to Carmine Falcone last year. Dangling a 60-year-old man off a high-rise was certainly effective. You ask me, you could have gone further.
Pasti bisa dong.
What's your point?
Use any means necessary.
Oh.
As long as you get Nabel to tell us where Riddler is. My agents' lives are at risk. The gloves have to come off.
I'll get him to talk. My way, not yours.
I don't care how you do it. As long as it gets done.
Okay. As long as we are all in agreement. Asik. Loh,
Meet
kenapa?
your new interrogator, Eli. I believe you two have met before.
Diapain ya masih agency nih?
Get up and get in that goddamn chair. probably best to keep this off the record.
Buset, sampai
Unless
gemeteran
you
coy.
prefer me to leave it on. If you're worried what Gordon might think.
Tanda kamera on aja ya.
I've got nothing to hide.
Asik.
From Gordon or anyone else.
Kita mau baik-baik atau langsung pukulin nih?
Anything else?
Baik-baik lah ya. Apa nih? Kita gertak sambal dulu ya.
Call an ambulance. Eli's going to need one.
Lihat dong mukanya. Aduh, lucu banget. Asik. Kita bohongin aja ya. Bohong-bohong. Nggak deh.
Work with me, Eli. Maybe I can help you in return.
I'm so glad you're here. These people, they ain't cops. They ran the cops off. But I heard about you. You'll keep them, keep her from killing me. Riddler said you had rules against that. Against killing.
He's right about that, Eli.
I don't deserve this.
What do you deserve?
I don't know. A lawyer? A trial? Basic human rights?
Then tell me where he is.
Lucu banget sih.
I can't.
We don't have time for carrots, Batman. Only thing moving this mule is a big old stick. You get me?
If thought it enough. Iya, kita belain bentar ya.
You've already tortured him enough.
Kita jadi good cop.
What makes you think hitting him again will get results?
I just assumed you'd hit him harder.
Oh, enggak dong.
It's your call. Just remember, the clock is ticking.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Where is he, Eli?
I already said I can't tell you. And I said it 1,000,000 times to the guys before.
Not to this
the only
guy.
thing I'm more scared of than dying is pissing him off. You've seen his machines. He can hurt you in ways they don't got names for.
I can make sure Riddler never gets to you, Eli. I can protect you. Just help me find him.
You still don't get it. Riddler has a plan that no one can stop. You can't beat him. He studied you too well. And the agency? They don't have a chance. He can destroy them anytime he wants with a phone call.
He's talking about the signal, Bruce. He has no idea you protected the agent's phones.
There's no one that can save me if I cross him.
I meant what I said. Give him up, and I'll make that danger go away. No one else has to die.
There's no getting away from him. He can be anywhere with his signal.
Bruce, his fear of Riddler is too great. You have to get in his head somehow.
There's nothing you can do, Batman.
We'll see about that.
Wait, is that signal? You're calling a missile right to us!
You got 90 seconds, Eli. Talk.
Batman, shut that thing off right now!
Ayo lo, semua panik
You're
lo.
insane! You'll kill us all!
Ini nih, it's your move, Eli. Yeah.
It's counting down, Eli. What are you going to do about it?
You're bluffing. There's cops outside this door.
You're gonna get us all killed!
Maybe. Maybe not.
Iya, iya,
Are
iya,
you
iya.
willing to take the chance?
Kita bikin dia panik aja ya, teman-teman ya.
I'll tell you. Please, just make it stop. He's on a ship in Gotham Bay.
What ship?
The Lady of Dublin. The missiles are there too. This is where they're launched from.
Ngompol itu di celana tuh pasti tuh.
You're crazier than he is.
Oh, god damn.
Gimana kocak kan?
The Lady of Dublin. Get back up and meet me there.
Batman. Gordon's still gonna be pissed you went around him. But I appreciate you holding back.
Oh iya dong. Don't worry. Sebenarnya ada alternatif lain dibikin babak belur gitu, tapi wah itu sadis banget sih. Aku pernah mainin, gila itu. Sampai tulangnya tuh kretek-kretek gitu. Gak mau aku. Itu Batman-nya BVS banget gitu.
Armed men on board. This must be it.
Gak tega aku.
Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
Ya kalau ini pertarungan terakhir udah mirip-mirip. Tapi entah outcome-nya agak beda sih. Karena kita lewat Eli enable ya. Gordonnya nanti bete gitu sama kita. Cemberut. Ih kamu gak bilang-bilang aku gitu. Ini kita gercep aja lah ya. Soalnya udah lewat 1 jam setengah lebih nih kayaknya.
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all in aid of.
We found him.
Really thought you could ensnare.
Your interrogation of Riddler's man produced solid intelligence. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
Idiot colleagues too. And it's hard.
Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
Agents of Vesta and Blake are likely among them, based on what Waller told us.
Your agency has been on my heels far too long.
A good spot for cover.
You're relentless. I admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part of my plan.
What are you talking about?
You'll see what I mean soon, of course.
Wait for it.
They might be angry I brought you here, but when they understand
Don't
why,
want him raising an
they'll
alarm.
recognize
I'll
my
move when he
brilliance.
isn't looking.
After all, I am uniquely qualified to see the big picture. It's often a struggle making people see that.
You think?
Or you're gonna
Careful.
I know.
Sometimes my methods can appear a little
Message persekian detik. Kalau yang waktu itu berhasil kan aku kan. Asik. Coba aja cek videonya.
You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling. My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce.
Yuk, let's go. Beraksi. EQ. Klik kiri. Sap.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over. Oversized vermin!
Batman! Batman!
Agent of Vesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman. Are you all right? Oh, God. Not more.
He's wearing
wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Poor Eli held out longer than I expected, but I knew he'd give me up eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
I heard a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this.
Sudah masuk babak akhir nih bang. Iya.
I guess I can just show them
Jadi aku
the
bedain
bodies.
cuma yang tadi doang sih.
I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents
Sama
gets
ini ya
torn
nanti
apart.
ada Hisatsu, special move di akhir kita bedain aja biar beda animasinya.
Right? This happens.
Kalau ini aku tetap mau selamatin semua agentnya sih.
I designed this for you, Batman. The hero who doesn't have to compromise will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through.
Ask your questions, Riddler. Let's get this over with.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd cooperate. But I don't think the agent next to you shares your enthusiasm. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that.
Please. Don't let him die. Say it.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman. Ha. Here's your prize.
Oh my God. Iman! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Kemarin apa ya?
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now?
That would be me ya kan masalahnya. Kita sekarang no more questions.
Question time is over.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
No!
Iya. Ada. Sudah siap gelut? Iya. Gak usah banyak cincong lah ya. Kita habisin sehabis-habisnya sampai tulangnya retak. Bacot tuh. Wait. Wait.
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
Oh, yeah?
This can't be happening.
Soccer kick yuk. Sepak bola nih. Letak. Benjut dah itu. Tapi jangan ditiru ya teman-teman ya. Jangan ditiru. Ini cuma game. Bunyi.
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought.
You put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them.
Oh, tidak. Ya tapi gimana ya?
Agent, are you okay?
Lebih baik menyelamatkan satu nyawa.
I can't hear.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Investus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it?
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler. All blame is on you. And so are the consequences.
You came after me, you know. Not the other way around. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
You need better friends. The term thick as thieves, it's a lie.
I need smarter friends.
Yes.
They were all so small-minded. None of them had vision. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Uh-oh. Can abuse.
They broke the pact.
The pact?
Nih di sini gue udah ngambek nih. ngambek. Aduh, lidahnya.
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics. But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it! I hope it was worth it, Batman.
Worth it?
Riddler's a damn corpse. We got an agent bleeding from the years. We're not getting a shred of usable testimony out of Eli Nabel. Not after you scared him half to death in my custody. You went behind my back with Waller and buried the investigation in the process. This is beyond the goddamn pale. What were you thinking? How could you undermine me like that?
Ya, saya maaf.
I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't mean for this to happen.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. The trust between us, it's gone.
Ooh.
Our partnership is over.
Ooh.
No more sharing evidence. No more squad car backup. The GCPD can't support you anymore.
We've done so much for Gotham, Jim. Don't break up our team over this.
I can't work with someone who goes behind my back.
Aduh.
And that's all there is to it. I just want to know how we got to such a messed up place.
You're supposed to be the one with the answers, Commissioner. Way I see it, Batman took initiative getting a confession from Nabel. You, on the other hand, Gordon, well, you've been 2 steps behind Riddler from the start.
That is not fair.
This mess here, that's on
Oh ya,
you.
nggak gitu juga dong.
Batman's had his priorities straight, but you...
Now wait a damn minute.
Your stonewalling the agency has screwed us all.
This is my fault, and mine alone. It's not fair to let Gordon take the blame.
Now you side with me. Don't do me any favors, Batman. I can look after myself.
Do as he asks. Right now, we need doers, not complainers. Consider it a kindness I don't just straight up get you demoted. Now leave us alone. We have sensitive case details to discuss.
You two deserve each other.
Jadi kalau di sini walaupun Gordon dia ngamuk sama kita,
This city is
nggak
about
turun
to find
pangkatnya
itself
dia
in
ya.
a crisis the likes of which it's never known.
Pusing.
Riddler had a clue.
Tapi ini
Not just
sesungguhnya bentuk dari hidup sih, asik.
The worst criminal minds from
Pilihan-pilihan yang kita ambil tuh ada
here in
konsekuensinya.
Gotham.
Bener gak tuh teman-teman, asik.
You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now. Let me know if you have anything
Masa ya udah
to share.
kerja sama Waller terus pilihnya I'm
Riddler
not
expected his
sharing, nggak
friends to
mungkin
back
lah.
him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler.
Iyalah, ngaco
He was
aja
going
sih
to be
si
my
Riddler.
way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
Tetot. Udah tau lah ya kalau udah nonton yang episode pertama yang biasa gitu. Di konten sebelumnya. Ini cuma beda dikit doang. Dan ya begitulah ya, ini endingnya agak beda nih. 38,1% bilang kolaboratif. Walaupun awalnya ngambek dan lain sebagainya. Terus dia gak suka sama kita merciful. Tapi kan itu caranya kita gitu. Kita sebagai Batman yang tidak mau kejam tuh harus, ya yang penting dapat jawabannya aja sih gitu. Ya kan? But because you decided to go to her instead of Gordon, she's looking forward to working with you. Iya, oke. Furious, sudah pasti ya. Because you told her the truth about endangering Lucius, she now feels betrayed. Kayak waktu itu sama lah, nggak apa-apa. Ini aku bingung, lupa ingat nih. Kalau yang satu lagi apa gitu. Tapi, kalau yang satu lagi tuh kita apa sih bilangnya, sundere. Bukan sundere deh, apa, malu-malu kucing dan ngambek-ngambek gitu. Ya gak apa-apa lah. Nah ini nih, betrayed. Enggak lah, tetap setia kok, asik. Ini traumatized. Sama lah kayak waktu itu lah ya. Ini grieving. Ya nggak apa-apa lah. Tenangkan diri, bersihkan jiwa, asik. Nih, iyalah ngaku lah, masa bohong. Ini aku bingung nih sama orang-orang nih, aduh. Memang orang-orang di sana tuh, di luar sana ya, secara statistik, asik, secara statistik. UN 25,7% choose to interrogate Eli for information on reader gitu. 74,3-nya pilih nyogok kayaknya ya. Aduh. Terus ini lanjutannya nih ya. Ya, 79% yang dari yang tadi. Ya pilihnya pakai bluffing signal lah. Masa ditonjokin, gebukin gitu. Tapi 21% ngegebukin dia sampai babak belur tuh gokil sih. Dan ini ngomong jujur ya, yang gebukin ini tuh jauh lebih kejam dibanding ini. Jauh lebih kejam dibanding The Dark Knight pas Joker. Bah, ngaco deh. Did you save Iwan or the agents? Ya, agennya lah. Udah deh. Di sini ya minoritas ini doang ya, pilihan yang ini maksudnya gitu. Oke deh, sip lah ya. Kita kembalikan ke home. Thank you banget buat teman-teman yang udah nonton dari awal sampai akhir ya. Senang banget kembali lagi ke SBB ya, Sahur Bareng Batman di NPC Network. Dan sebelum kita berpisah, kita ada pengumuman nih. Ini pengumuman penting ya, karena 1 hari lagi nih ternyata pemesanannya ya. Apa itu? Yuk kita cek bareng-bareng. Ya, ini adalah official merchandise dari GeekinOut ya, yang sudah bisa dipesan di tokopedia.com/npcmerch gitu. Ini tuh pre-order dengan harga spesial ya, sampai dengan tanggal 9 Mei gitu. Jadi buat teman-teman yang tertarik ya, berminat nih, Saitama Super Saiyan tanpa rambut ya, terinspirasi dari episode ke-29 GeekinOut. Silakan kunjungi hyperlink yang sudah tersedia di gambar maupun di deskripsi ya, dan segera pesan bajunya sebelum terlambat ya, dan sebelum lewat tanggal 9 gitu. Oke, pokoknya order aja sekarang gitu ya. Order sekarang, nanti bajunya dibikinin, setelah selesai dipakai, foto, posting ya, tag NPC Network ID di Twitter atau di Instagram. Jangan lupa juga tag si ID GeekinOut ya gitu. Oke lah, akhir kata aku mau pamit undur diri dulu. Sampai jumpa di episode selanjutnya, mungkin tanggal 9 pagi ya, jam 3 pagi lagi. Episode 2 aku akan pilihin beberapa pilihan alternatifnya biar outcome-nya sedikit berbeda gitu. Demikian juga dengan episode-episode selanjutnya, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, dan ya semoga bisa seru lah ya konten YouTube-nya NPC Network. Sampai jumpa Bang. Iya, sampai jumpa juga ya Kak Iskandar Zulkarnain. Thank you banget udah nonton dari awal sampai akhir. Thank you juga buat Kak Lian ya. Ini Kak Lian nih salah satu penonton konten YouTube pribadi aku gitu. Mampir ke sini, seneng banget rasanya. Oke lah ya. Selamat melanjutkan aktivitas teman-teman ya. Semoga tadi sahurnya seru. Aktivitas hari ini apalagi hari Sabtu ya, bisa lancar jaya dan buka puasanya jangan sampai terlambat gitu. Oke, jangan sampai batal juga. Mantap. Seperti biasa sebelum aku matiin live streamingnya, aku akan roll dulu outro-nya. Oke, bye-bye. Thank you semuanya.
Powered by NPC Network.